As we all know, the AI, it's coming for us, and they're coming for Magic as well. As Urza's AI is a neural network that creates Magic cards. Now, I'm going to read this a little bit below. It says the magic in these cards flows from neural networks. The text is generated by a large language model from Cohere. It was fine-tuned on cards from the 3 decades of Magic the Gathering history. So basically, they took all of the cards from the history of Magic, put it into this program, and then the AI is going to create cards based on that, which is pretty cool. So we are going to have the AI create some cards for us and then judge, are they good? Are they broken? Are they bad? Do they make sense? And we're going to hopefully find some sweet things and enjoy our time. If you like this video, make sure you press the like button below and let me know what you think about these cards. Alright, anyways, the first card that it forged is Mana Kota Knight. It's a 1 and a blue creature, zombie knight. It has flash. Okay, a zombie knight that has flash. It's kind of cool. Whenever you cast a spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. This card's insane. It has flash, and whenever you cast a spell, grow your team. I think this is probably about like a 6 or a 7. It's not absolutely broken, but it would be very, very strong in like Modern or Legacy. Imagine this card of a young pyromancer. Every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you make a 2/1 or you make a 1/1 and then put a counter on each creature you control. That would be insane. I don't understand why this is a zombie, but oh well. And what is a mana kata? I don't know what that means. Anyways, flavor text. Not even the tallest survived and has only a sense of hunger. Not even the tallest survived. You're 7 foot, man. You're not going to survive. I'm sorry. All right, let's get another one here. All right, our second card, Yavimaya Skin Sovereign. Oh, God. What is this art? That's kind of gross. 1 and a white, creature, human. Okay. It's a 1/1. Whenever it attacks, exile target creature card from a graveyard. That could be useful. But that's it. It doesn't do anything. It just lets you exile the creature card from a graveyard. Doesn't give a buff to your team. Doesn't do anything. And then more for 2 and a white. Make cast it face down for 3. Turn it face up anytime for its morph cost. And then they are children. Too much like their own children. Does that even make any sense? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. They're like their children. Too much like their own children. Okay. Alright. They are children too much like their own children. I guess that makes sense. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just a weird flavor text and the art's weird. I don't like this card. It's bad. I'd give it a 3 out of 10. It's playable. You would maybe play it in limited, but that's about it. Alright, our third card, Daunting Adversary. 2 and a blue, creature zombie wizard. That's already cool. Flash, Death Touch. Dude, this card's sweet. This card is sweet. It's it's a little worse than Ice Fang Kotal. Actually, you know what? It is a 2/2. And it has Flash and Death Touch. Ice Fang Kotal, you have to have the snow permanents to give it Death Touch. Honestly, might be decent. Might be decent. This is a decent card. Yeah. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's not good, but you would definitely 100% play it unlimited. It says some say a bottle can be won in a single session. Some say that. I've heard that before. If a final conclusion is reached, the Undercity will die and its body will be devoured. Okay. So some say a bottle can be won in a single session, but others disagree, and if a final conclusion is reached, the Undercity will die. I don't know what that means, but the Undercity, it'll die, and its body will be devoured by the Daunting Adversary, I assume. Urza Draga Tribe Chief. Isn't that elves? So this is the adversary to the elves, I guess. Alright. We'll do another one. This card's actually kind of good. Card number 4, Silent Prophet. We've gotten a lot of blue cards. 4 and a blue, Flash. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if Silent Prophet is in your graveyard from the battlefield, sacrifice it. Wait, what? Alright, so this is a 5-mana flash 3/3. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. And then it says, whenever you cast a creature spell, if Silent Prophet is in your graveyard from the battlefield, sacrifice it. I have actually no idea what that means, but it doesn't matter. That's just actual flavor text. That doesn't matter, does it? Because it doesn't even work in the rules. I don't know. Now, maybe it meant to say when you cast a creature spell, if Silent Prophet is in your graveyard, return it to the battlefield. Ooh, that would be insane. But the way it's written, it doesn't make any sense. I'd give this actually a 3, maybe a 4 out of 10. A 5-mana 3/3 flash is decent and limited, but it's not playable in any constructed formats. And then it says fools. Are there any fools in the vicinity of the eager forever? Fools. He's looking for fools. I guess you'll find them wherever the eager forever is. All right, let's get another one. Card number 5, and it's another blue card. Okay. I think I'm gonna put in, like, I think we'll name the next card, so we'll get a red card. Oh, okay. Sleep away. Target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. If you control no lands, that creature gets +0/+0 until end of turn instead. I mean, this is just, like, just a bad limited card. I mean, it protects your creatures. I mean, this could be useful as a combat trick, giving your opponent's creatures -2/-0, so it'll kill your opponent's creatures. A decent card. 4 out of 10. All right, let's put in lightning. Hopefully, it gives us a red card now. Because I want to judge. We've gotten so many blue cards. I don't want to just have this video just like 4. We have 4 blue cards, 1 white card. Lightning, 2 in a red, deals 3 damage to each target. That's not fun though. That's not fun. And that's what lightning does. It's just a bad lightning bolt. So I mean, we'll just forge a new spell. Hopefully we get something that's not blue or white. We couldn't have a blue spell. I'm gonna be upset. But so far we've found some pretty cool stuff. Some stuff that like legitimately could be printed. Oh my god, that's another blue spell. Agitator Remesh, 10th District. 2 in a blue. Creatures from Chaos, Sorcerer. What? What is this? Creatures you control have Shroud. They can't be blocked except by demonic. That's what Shroud means, right? Sunborn Shroud, Shroud Skeleton. Stop giving us blue cards. This is what happens. You keep giving us blue cards. It doesn't make any sense anymore. It doesn't have a power and toughness. It's a creatures from Chaos. Okay. All right, you're drunk, AI. You're drunk. You need to go home. Honestly, if this were a 2 blue 1/1 creatures you control have Shroud, it's a good card. But it's a 0/0 creatures you control have Shroud, bad card. We'll move on. Please, nothing blue. The AI. Okay, black card, we're good. Field of the Dead. This is already a card that exists. 3 in a black for a 3/3. The art is awesome, by the way. This is 3 mana, a 3 black 3/3. I would give it a 4 out of 10. Because it says when Field of the Dead is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, exile it. Actually, a 3 out of 10 because zombies have graveyard shenanigans sometimes. But I mean, it's a decent card for limited if you care about zombies, if you have a zombie lord, but otherwise, not as good as the actual Field of the Dead. Let's be honest. Rapid. 3 in a red. Why is this a red card? Instant, draw card. You may pay an additional 2 as you cast a spell for kicker 2. It does not do anything when you pay the kicker. It does not do anything. But it's 4 mana, red, draw card. Does red really need to pay that much to draw a card? I don't think so. I don't think red is that hard up, is that down bad for card draw. Like rapid, like rapid fire. Kicker 2, draw a card. 3 in a red. Now, if this were 1 in a red and the kicker actually did something, good, decent card. Right now, 0 out of 10, unplayable, bad. Don't pick it up, I guess. Go to the next one. Hot eel pie. 3 mana artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice hot eel pie unless you discard a card. What? Hot eel pie? This is actually really funny. Like the mysterious fisherman who avoided the magistrate's curse, a place for great deeds is often found in the swamp. Now, I'm actually give this card 4 out of 10. Why? Kind of funny. Also, lets you discard cards. Lets you discard cards. The beginning of upkeep, sacrifice unless you discard a card. It lets you discard the cards. So if you have madness, this is extra madness enabler. People play the cannon that you discard a card, you tap it to discard a card and deal 2 damage. I think this is around the same power level as that in like Commander. It's not that bad actually. It looks like it does nothing, but you can discard cards and trigger madness or put things in your graveyard that you want to be in your graveyard. Now, is it good? No. Is it playable? No. But has some reasonable things you can do with it, I guess. All right, let's go to the next one. That was number 7. We're gonna do 3 more. We're gonna do 10. All right, another blue card. 1 in a blue. 1/1. Predator of the Hunt. Is this art a tiger with a gun and a sword? That's awesome. Flash. When Predator of the Hunt enters the battlefield, you may reveal it and put it into its owner's library a second from the top or bottom of its owner's library. I have no idea what that means rules-wise, but a 2 mana 1/1 flash is decent. It's like a 3 out of 10. The agony pools seem to feed more on what the Vadrock look like to those who control them. I don't know what that even means. Oh no, 3 mana, 3 in a blue for 2/2 flying, cycling 2. Zapply Hornbeak, though. That's a funny name. I like Zapply Hornbeak. You can pay 2 to discard a card, draw a card. It's flying. It's a 2/2. It's a decent cycler. It's not as good as Curator of Mysteries. But it's whatever. It's not playable. It's like a 2 out of 10. I like all vases. like all vases. It will display the dowsing of all messengers, refugees, and revelers. That's what vases do. Didn't you know that? That's what the vases do. Alright. The vases. That's what the vases do. They're mean to refugees. You gotta watch out for the vases. Alright. I swear to God. Another blue card. Boros Pilgrim Slayer. That's a dope name, though. Boros Pilgrim Slayer. 1 in a blue. Creature aura. It's a creature and an aura? Interesting. Shroud. When this creature enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard a creature card at random. When you do, draw a card. Wait, that's not what Shroud does. That's not what Shroud does at all. When this creature enters the battlefield. Alright, let's just ignore Shroud. Sacrifice it unless you discard a creature card at random from your hand. But if you don't have any creature cards in your hand, then you don't have to discard it, right? When you do, draw a card. So you discard a creature card at random from your hand and draw a card. If you have a creature card in your hand, but if you don't, you just draw a card, I guess? I don't know. 3 in a blue. Return of Glory. Wait, what? What is Return of Glory? You mean Boros Pilgrim Slayer? Deals 1 damage to each creature you control to each other creature you control. What is that? What does that mean? Okay, I'm gonna say Return of Glory deals 1 damage to each creature. Because that's what that means. Each creature you control to each other creature you control. That means each creature, right? Alright, so you pay 4 to deal 1 damage to each creature. You can only do it twice, or Boros Pilgrims Slayer will die. This is a bad card. Actually, you know what? Discarding a creature card from random and drawing a card, I don't know. This is so hard. It's so hard to evaluate a card like this. I have no idea if it's good or not. Let's get another one. Black. Drekeringle. One in a black. Trample. It enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard. Now, at first glance, this is going to seem broken. It has trample, too. Actually, you know what? The other cards like this, like, there's the Eater of the one that it gets a Night Howler has something similar where it's as big as the number of creature cards in your graveyard. But this one, it gets counters. So if someone exiles your graveyard, you don't lose the power and toughness, and also that's trample. This card is a 7 out of 10. You put this in a deck with like self mill, put creatures in your graveyard, pick creatures that come back, and then play this, and then get those creatures back. It's a good card. It's a good card. I say 7 out of 10. It could be playable in modern. I think so does trample. That's what makes it playable. I don't know. No matter how you think, schools simply find themselves trapped in the snow of the underworld. Yes, the snow of the underworld. I thought it was really hot in the underworld. No. There's like a circle in the bottom of the underworld where it's really cold because you're far away from God. And in there, I guess it snows. All right. 9th card. The green one, I'm happy. 3 and a green, creature spirit, 2/2. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may have target creature get +1/+1 until end of turn. It's a 3 out of 10. I guess they got this from old Kamigawa block. It's okay. And it doesn't have flying or anything. And in Spirit Tribal, it's okay. It's a bad card, let's be honest. Olivia Voldaren. What? Seeds of the Anurid. Oh, okay. The ground shook as I spoke to the shamans. Their eyes flashed. Their breath rose in clouds of sullen anger. Olivia Voldaren. Olivia is spending some time in Kamigawa, taking a little vacation, a little honeymoon after the wedding. So, that's fantastic. A card like this would literally, if this were printed in Kamigawa without the Olivia Voldaren flavor text, it would just be like, whatever. We might pick it in draft. Who knows? It's a decent card. 3 out of 10. And the red one, Glowstone Preeminence. 2 in a red. You may sacrifice any number of lands. If you do, target creature gets +1/-1 until end of turn. But it's not like, oh, the sacrificing the lands don't do anything. Okay. If it was like sacrifice any number of lands, creature gets +1/-1 for each land, that could be interesting. But this, I mean, for 3 mana for this effect, the card's bad. Give a creature +1/-1 until end of turn. And it's flavor text. If I can't, it is time to end this thing. Yes, if you can't do something, you probably shouldn't do it anymore. That makes sense to me. Okay, I'm disappointed. We'll do one more. We'll do one. Death Cult. 2 and a black, 2/2. 2 and a black, tap. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. Okay. What is this art? This art is so silly. For something called Death Cult, this art is so silly. This is fine. You pay 2 and a black, tap it to hate on graveyards. It's not bad. I mean, it could see play in like a limited format. It's definitely a limited card. They would never print it with that art though. That art is super silly. The corpses of zombies seek vengeance. Alright, so that's the last one we're doing for today. Let me know which one was your favorite. I think my favorite was the one that when you cast the spell, all your creatures get +1/+1. I like that one. I also like the one that when it entered, it put itself at the bottom of your library. If you reveal it though, I don't know how that works. And then the one that made you sacrifice your lands and then gave a creature +1/-1. Doesn't matter how many lands you sacrifice though. Anyways, I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope you have confidence now that the AI will not be taking over Magic the Gathering. They'll be taking over other parts of our world and government, but not Magic the Gathering, because they haven't figured out how to make good cards yet. Although, I will be honest with you, a lot of these cards are basically close to just normal cards that would be printed in Magic. However, some of them are just a little weird. You know what I mean? Just like the flavor or the flavor text doesn't make sense, but they're really close. But that's not fun. I want to see the broken ones or the ones that don't make any sense. However, I will say, like the first card we saw was really strong, but I could legitimately see that card being printed. And then a lot of these cards could legitimately be printed. So, anyways, good job, actually. I hope you liked this video and what you think about the cards below. Anyways, thank you very much. Goodbye.